Have you ever had a dream about the end of the world? Crazy dream last night. Welcome to Jedi Theater. I had a crazy dream, about the end of the world. You see, it wasn't like we thought. It wasn't an asteroid. It wasn't a erupting volcano. Something different. Something from the shadows. Something we didn't know lived among us. You see, there's these creatures that came out of the woodworks everywhere at the same time. Now, if these creatures touched you, they'd start draining you of your essence and make you turn to dust if they held on to you long enough. And as they drained you, they got bigger and more dangerous. The more they absorb, the more bigger they become, and eventually were able to create more of themselves. They started to devour the whole world of all living creatures. Now, the only problem was you couldn't see them. You see, the only way you could see them is if UV light hit them. So during the daytime, you're pretty safe, easy to travel, easy to get anywhere as long as you stay out of the shadows. Nighttime, though, you better bunker down, shut all the doors so they don't get in. Problem is, you never know what size of these creatures might come after you, so it's hard to know. So my wife and I, we've survived for a while now, and we're trying to make our way to the new city, the new capital. This capital was actually a flying city. The only way to stay away from these creatures because they could not fly. So we're making our way to this city. And as we were going, we traveled during the day, then would find a bunker to stay in somewhere. The latest one we were staying in was a house that had a root cellar. We closed off all the doors, taped up all the gaps that we could see, made sure we scanned the whole room with UV flashlights. We were with a group of about 8 other people. That was the only way to survive. So you had a group of us, because we all had to be able to look everywhere at the same time. Now, night came and we could hear the creatures outside. We were afraid that we were going to be attacked, but we weren't. Till all of a sudden we hear screaming. We look over to the side, and one of the men, his arm started to dissolve. The rest of him followed shortly after. We knew something was there, so we grabbed our flashlight, UV ones, and shined it on him. And sure enough, there's a lizard-like creature near him that we all saw the bluish outline of his skin. That's all we could see whenever we shined the light on him. And it got bigger. Then it came after someone else. We knew it was no longer safe in this room, and we had no way to defend ourselves. So we ran for the door, ripped the tape off. My wife and I opened the door and started running. We bumped into the king of this new flying city. They actually saw that we were coming for them and repositioned the city over us with a long column coming down right in front of the door of the house we were in. The king came in and helped us take out, or so we thought, this creature so that we could stay at least the night there until it was safe to move into the city, because he did not want to jeopardize his city. Unfortunately, the king was unsuccessful. He too was attacked, and now his armor did protect him. They had some form of technology. It looked like medieval armor, but some form of technology to protect him for a while. But the armor melted and fused with his skin, and as soon as it was fused with his skin, he started to dissolve, just like anyone else would. My wife and I freaked. We ran into the building that connected to the castle, as well as the rest of the town that was hovering in the city. Started running up the stairs, a spiral staircase, all wooden, very light materials. And we ran as fast as we could, every now and then checking behind us with a UV light to see if we were being followed. We went up till we got to a trapdoor, opened it up and closed it right away, and yelled to whoever the technician was that operated that whole scaffolding system that would touch down with the crown to bring it up, that we were being followed. They did. And they asked where the king was, and we informed them that the king was dead. And to pay their last respect, they went to the trap door to pay their last respect. And as they turned around, we literally saw them fall apart to pieces and dust. We knew the creature got in with us, so we bolted out of this control room into the next room, which actually ends up being a hospital. They have the next section being a hospital so they could tend to anyone. And we pulled an alarm of some sort. This alarm switched half the lights in this hospital in the section we were in to UV lights so they could detect creature, and the creature by this point was huge. We ran. We came across different forms of people that were hurt, and other forms of people that were in special suits that kept their ashes together so that they could still live in some form or fashion. They weren't completely dissolved, but they were attacked. But we kept running because no one was safe where we are. Eventually, my wife and I got separated because we split different directions. The creature did come after me, though, so my wife was safe for the time being. I continued to run, eventually getting to the part of the hospital where they didn't believe me. They didn't believe I was being followed by the creature that followed me up from the ground. There's no way there's a creature up here. They tried to examine me for a psych evaluation, and the doctor turned around to go find some type of tool or new technology that they had, and dissolved right in front of my eyes. I knew the creature somehow came into this room with me. The nurse screamed before she was able to get out of the room, though she dissolved as well. I somehow got my UV light out, was able to flash it on the creature so I could see where he was coming from, was able to get underneath him and out the door into a cafe, a welcome cafe, and I yelled at everyone, "We're in danger, run." They saw all start running. Alarms went off in the city because they had sensors now that could sense the creature now approaching the city, and someone yelled to me, "You've doomed us." And I woke up. Yeah, crazy dream. Now this dream kept me up most of the night. This was one of those dreams where I wake up multiple times during the night, but every time I fall back asleep, I'm still in that dream and still continuing running for my life. After this last time, though, I still fell back asleep. It was only about 3 o'clock in the morning that last time I woke up, and it did not continue after that. But yet another type crazy, death-defying, running for my life scenario type dream did continue. Unfortunately, I don't remember that one as well, so I was not able to record it. But have you ever had dreams of the end of the world where you are running for your life to be part of the last of mankind surviving? If I ever continue this dream again, I'll let you know how it ends. Till then, tell me about yours. Your dreams that you've had where you've seen the end of the world, or where you're the last living humans on the earth. How does it end for you? Or has it ended yet? Please let me know in the comments. And until next time, sweet dreams.